Hi guys, today I'm coming to you with part 3 of what to buy first when on a budget. This one specifically is for if you plan on only flying the Scum and Villainy faction. Now before we get started here, if you are on a budget, I would not suggest the Scum and Villainy faction. So this is really if you're on a budget that has a little bit of flexibility and you really like, the Scum and Villainy faction. If you just like Boba Fett, you can play him with the Imperials. But if you want to play all the bounty hunters and the Scum and Villainy pilots themselves, then this would be your faction. So we're going to talk about everything you need to buy. There's going to be a lot of crossover. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you really will need to get some Rebel ships and some Imperial ships for. So a lot of players who are playing Scum and Villainy may also be playing Imperials and Scum, or Rebels and Scum. You're almost going to have to get some. Well, you will have to get some because you need a Corset. So without further ado, let's take a look.
All right, so the first thing we need, obviously, is a Corset. You have the original Corset and then the Force Awakens Corset. It doesn't matter that much which one you get if you are only playing Scum and Villainy, because this one has two TIE Fighters and an X-Wing. This one has two First Order TIE Fighters and a T-70 X-Wing. You're not going to be using any of those ships if you're playing only Scum and Villainy. But this is probably still the one you want to get because of the damage deck. This is going to be the damage deck that's going to be used more often than not going into 2016. It'll probably be the new mandatory tournament damage deck at some point in time. Although as of now, when I'm recording this video, you can use either one. It's up to you. If you plan on playing the game long term, like I've said in all my other videos, get both Corsets, maybe even get more than one of each. If you catch them on sale, they're pretty good value for the number of ships you get. But if you're only playing Scum and Villainy, you can't use any of the ships that come in here anyway, so it doesn't matter. But you do need the Corset because you need the damage deck, you need the maneuver templates, you need the dice, you need the rangefinder, you need all the stuff that comes with the Corset.
All right, so with the Scum and Villainy faction, they also had a kind of a secondary starter, which was the Most Wanted pack. And it's a large box expansion. It's going to come with a Y-Wing and a Z95 Headhunter with the alternate paint schemes. This one's kind of like a Black Sun themed paint scheme, and this one's just a Y-Wing with an alternate paint scheme. Now, it's the same model of ship as we've seen in the Rebel faction, but it's got pilots and dials that are specifically for the Scum and Villainy faction. Also comes with a whole bunch of good stuff that you need, like illicit cards and stuff. So you have to get this. You pretty much have to. It is possible to not get this, but you're going to want this. It comes with a bunch of things that you need. There's just so many things that you need that come in the Most Wanted pack. It's a must buy. One of the things that it comes with also is some extra ship inserts and pilot cards for some other ships. If you already have some Rebel and Imperial ships, you may already have an HWK or a Fire Spray. Well, the Most Wanted pack, if you already have these, the Most Wanted pack comes with extra pilot cards for the Fire Spray and extra pilot cards for the HWK. So those would be my next buys right there if you plan on playing Scum and Villainy, because you're already going to have the stuff to field them, but you do need the model. And so this one probably first, and this one second. Now, the HWK was not one of my favorite Rebel ships, but in the Scum faction, it's a lot better. It's definitely a lot better. However, it still shines best with a twin laser turret right now. If you can get a twin laser turret from a K-Wing, then you're going to be golden. But that can be more expensive to fly that way. But you'll have ion turrets and you'll have other stuff available, and it comes with a blaster turret, which is pretty good, and it has a pilot that uses it really well too. So I would suggest going with these two as your second purchases. The Fire Spray's always been a great ship, and it's even better in the Scum and Villainy faction with the extra cards that allow you to fly it as a Scum ship. So first, Most Wanted. Second and third, possibly these guys, okay? Because you're already going to have the stuff for them. I also want to point out that when I'm making this video, the Punishing One, Dengar's ship, and then the Mist Hunter, which is Zuckuss and Forlum's ship, are not out yet. They both look to be fantastic, so I would definitely suggest getting them, but I can't go into an analysis because I haven't seen too much of them yet. But those look like they would be great and look like they would be able to fill up a list based on just probably both of those and maybe a Z95. So next ship I would suggest getting is the Houndstooth expansion. It's a big box expansion. It's one of the largest large ships in the game, or at least as far as the dimensions, because it's so oddly shaped. But it's a great ship, and it comes with a lot of cards, and it has a unique firing arc where it fires like a full 180 degrees. So it is also expensive, and it comes with stuff to deploy a Z95 out the back for the Nashta pup, but it doesn't come with a Nashta pup actual miniature, but it comes with the cardboard and stuff to be able to fly the Nashta pup. And of course, they're assuming you already have the Most Wanted, because like I said, Most Wanted is pretty much the Scum and Villainy starter. So if you've already got Most Wanted, then this is a great buy to get. It flies really well. It does well. It's one of the newest ships right now, and it can consume a lot of points. So it fits well into a list. It can be cheap or expensive depending on how you kit it out. It has 3 crew slots on it. Works really well. The next will be the Crabbok fighter, and I would suggest this is kind of the Scum and Villainies version of the X-Wing. It's a really nice ship. It comes with a lot of good stuff. Literally everything that comes with it is magnificent. And it's pilot skill 9 Talonbane Cobra pilot that comes in here is just fantastic. He's really good, and he works well if you buy this as well, because I personally like to put engine upgrade on this guy to get him into range 1. This comes with engine upgrade, and this is the only place right now to get engine upgrade outside of the Millennium Falcon. So engine upgrade's a good card. But yeah, the Crabbok fighter is just phenomenal. It comes with glitter stim. Comes with, I think, does Crack Shot come with this? Leave it in the comments. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it just has some great cards. Both of these have great cards, and it's a great ship. It's pretty sturdy. 3 attack dice. With Talonbane Cobra, you can roll 5 attack dice at range 1. It's just nuts. Okay. Great ship. Now I'm going to get into like the last things I would suggest you buy if you're on a budget and trying to get started on the Scum and Villainy faction. Now the IG-2000 is a great ship. It's seen a lot of tournament play, it's seen a lot of tournament wins, but because it's a big ship, it's going to cost a little more. It's also pretty much designed to be flown with other IG-2000s. So if you wanted to fly the IG-2000, you would need probably 2 of them. So that's going to make it more expensive, because you already need your starter and your Corset, and now you've got to buy 2 large ships just to properly field this guy. So I mean, granted, you absolutely can fly just one IG-2000 or one Aggressor, but it's designed for you to share the pilot skills, and that they basically more than one IG-88 are flying together, and they're sharing all of their pilot abilities. So that's why I suggest this one last. Next is the M3A Interceptor, or the SICK. I really like this ship. It's just kind of underpowered right now, and it's also cheap, so you'd have to buy a lot of them. It's a kind of a cheaper cannon platform, but it also gets blown up really quick. They're great if you can get a lot of them and get them outfitted right. Well, I don't know if they're great. I like them, but it's one of the least powerful ships. There is probably a fix. They've kind of hinted that there might be a fix coming for the M3A within the next year. So keep an eye on that. If that happens, this would get bumped up in the list. I really like this ship, and I like to fly them a lot but I like to live dangerously. 3 shots will kill it. So it's pretty weak. And then the last ship, which is probably currently one of the worst ships in the game, the Star Viper. The Star Viper just has potential. It's just, I don't know, it just underperforms right now. It needs something. I don't know exactly what it needs. I don't really fly these guys very much. I really don't care for them. Their big claim to fame was that they had the Signor's loop, but there's so many other ships now that have it that it's not unique at all. And what's bad about it is it doesn't have a regular K-turn. It just has the Signor's loop. Or is that the IG-2000? I don't know. But it's not the fact that it had a Signor's loop was cool, but it's not that big a deal anymore. So many other ships have it. Also, this is a little more expensive than a regular small ship expansion. For some reason, they decided to crank up the MSRP on this guy by $5 more. And for being one of the worst ships in the game, now Guri is a decent pilot for it, but Zizor is the top pilot skill pilot in there, and he's actually not very good at all. Guri is the only one that's actually really good, and she's not even the top pilot skill pilot for the ship. I don't like this ship. It may be one of the worst ships in the game, and it's a shame because it's very unique looking. And I did read the book. Well, gosh, I was in. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I read the book with the Zizor, and and so I liked the that ship from the Shadows of the Empire, but and I really wanted to like it, but I just don't like it. So that's my last. That would be my last ship to. The one good thing about this ship though is it comes with auto thrusters. So auto thrusters are great for certain other ships. If you're going to fly a couple of IG-88s, you're going to want auto thrusters. If you're going to fly some stuff from other factions too, you might want auto thrusters. Auto thrusters work best with the IG-88s. So if you're a little bit rich and want to buy a couple of IG-88s, you're probably going to want some auto thrusters to go with it. So get at least one of these. But that's that. But most importantly, pick what you like. If you really like Fire Spray and IG-88 and you want to run Boba Fett and IG-88 together like a Empire Strikes Back list, then forget what I'm saying and just go for those guys first. Although you probably still want to get a Most Wanted first. Granted, you don't have to, but there's so many. See, the Scum faction has the illicit slot, which is a whole new upgrade slot, and a lot of illicit upgrades come in that Most Wanted pack. Plus, you would have to, for the Fire Spray, the only way to get the Scum dials, cards, and inserts for the HWK and the Fire Spray are in the Most Wanted pack. So that's what I have to say about it.
All right, guys, thanks for watching my video. This has been a great series of 3 videos. If you haven't seen the other 2, I did one for Rebels and one for the Imperials as well. So as always, if you liked the video, feel free to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate everything, all the feedback, and I hope you liked the videos. Thanks.